There is someone you deeply admire, someone who inspires you every time you see them succeed. You look at their confidence, their discipline, their strength, and you wonder, how did they become that person? But here's the truth. They weren't born extraordinary. They didn't wake up one morning with unlimited confidence or unstoppable discipline. They became that person through thousands of small decisions that nobody noticed. The person you admire today was once confused. They were once afraid. They once doubted themselves just like you do. The only difference is that they refused to stay the same. Your future is not determined by your past. It is determined by what you repeatedly choose to do today. If you want confidence, practice courage. If you want success, practice consistency. If you want respect, become someone who keeps promises, even the promises you make to yourself. Stop wishing for a different life while repeating the same habits. Every excuse builds the person you don't want to become. Every disciplined action builds the person you dream of becoming. Remember this. Your identity isn't something you find. It's something you create. Every early morning, every difficult workout, every book you finish, every distraction you ignore, every time you choose growth over comfort, you are casting a vote for the person you are becoming. One day, someone else will look at your life and ask, how did they become so strong? And the answer will be simple. You decided that admiration was no longer enough. You chose transformation. So don't spend another year admiring someone else's life. Become the person you once wished you could be. Your future self is waiting. Start becoming that person today. Every person you admire has something in common. Not better luck, not a perfect life, not unlimited talent. They have habits that support the life they want to live. Most people wait until they feel motivated. Successful people create routines that work even when motivation disappears. Think about it. You don't become healthy by exercising once. You don't become successful by working hard for one day. You don't become confident by winning a single battle. You become those things by repeating the right actions until they become part of who you are. Your habits are introducing you to your future every single day. If you sleep through your opportunities, your future notices. If you spend hours scrolling instead of learning, your future notices. If you keep making excuses instead of making progress, your future notices. But the good news is, your future also notices every positive choice. Every page you read, every workout you finish, every skill you practice, every promise you keep to yourself. Small actions may feel invisible today, but they are building a version of you that the world has never seen before. Never underestimate the power of consistency. Success doesn't arrive all at once. It grows quietly. One habit, one decision, one disciplined day at a time. The person you admire isn't special because of one incredible moment. They became extraordinary because they mastered ordinary days. So ask yourself one question before you sleep tonight. What habits am I repeating that are creating tomorrow's version of me? Because your habits are writing your future long before the world ever sees the results. Discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. The freedom to control your future instead of letting your emotions control your life. Most people only work when they feel inspired. But inspiration is unpredictable. Discipline is reliable. The days you don't feel like waking up, wake up anyway. The days you don't feel like studying, study anyway. The days you don't feel like working on your dream, work anyway. Because your future doesn't care how you felt. It only remembers what you did. Every excuse feels comfortable in the moment. But comfort has a price. Every hour wasted today becomes regret tomorrow. Every disciplined action today becomes confidence tomorrow. You don't need to beat everyone else. You only need to become better than the person you were yesterday. That's how greatness is built. One decision, one challenge, one disciplined day at a time. Remember this. The strongest people aren't the most talented. They're the ones who kept going after everyone else stopped. So stop waiting for motivation. Become the kind of person who acts even when motivation is gone. Because discipline isn't what holds you back. It's what sets you free. Comparison is one of the fastest ways to lose confidence. You look at someone else's success, and suddenly your own progress feels too small. But what you see is only the highlight. You don't see the sleepless nights, the failures, the sacrifices, the moments they wanted to quit. You are comparing your beginning to someone else's years of effort. That's never a fair comparison. The only person you should compete with is the person you were yesterday. Ask yourself, did I learn something today? Did I become stronger today? Did I move one step closer to my dream? If the answer is yes, you're already winning. Remember, a tree doesn't grow faster because it compares itself to another tree. It simply keeps growing. Your journey has its own timeline. Your story has its own purpose. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs the best version of you. So stop chasing another person's life. Build your own. One day, people won't compare you to others. They'll compare themselves to you. Keep becoming. Your time is coming. Every morning, you stand in front of a mirror. You see your face. But do you truly see your potential? Inside you is a person capable of achieving far more than you've ever imagined. The biggest obstacle isn't your background. It isn't your age. It isn't your lack of money. The biggest obstacle is the voice that keeps saying, "I can't." That voice has stolen more dreams than failure ever could. Today, stop listening to it. Replace doubt with action. Replace fear with preparation. Replace excuses with responsibility. The mirror doesn't lie. It reflects the choices you've made. But tomorrow's reflection is still being created. Every decision you make today changes the person you'll become. Every challenge you face makes you stronger. Every setback teaches you something success never could. Don't wait for life to change before you change. You change first. Then your habits change. Then your results change. Then your life changes. One day, you'll look into that same mirror and you'll hardly recognize the person staring back. Not because your face changed, but because your mindset did. Become someone your younger self would admire. Become someone your future self will thank. Everything begins with the person in the mirror. And that person is you. Talent can open a door, But consistency keeps that door open. Many people spend their lives wishing they had more talent, more intelligence, or better opportunities. Yet they ignore the one thing they can control every single day: their consistency. The world is full of talented people who gave up too soon. And it's also full of ordinary people who achieved extraordinary things because they refused to quit. Success is rarely about doing something incredible once. It's about doing the simple things over and over again, even when nobody is watching. Read one more page. Practice one more hour. Take one more step. Improve by just 1% every day. Those tiny improvements may seem invisible today, but weeks become months. Months become years. And one day, people will call you successful. They'll say you were lucky. They'll say you were gifted. They'll never see the thousands of quiet moments that built your success. Never underestimate the power of showing up. Rain or sunshine, good mood or bad mood, win or lose, keep showing up. Because the person who refuses to stop will eventually become the person everyone remembers. Stay consistent. Your breakthrough is being built one day at a time. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is proof that you're standing at the edge of something meaningful. Every dream feels impossible before it begins. Every new challenge feels uncomfortable. Every big opportunity comes with uncertainty. That's normal. The people you admire didn't succeed because they had no fear. They succeeded because they acted despite it. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision that your dream matters more than your doubt. Imagine if every successful person had listened to fear. How many businesses would never exist? How many books would never be written? How many lives would never be changed? Fear whispers, "What if you fail?" But courage asks, "What if you succeed?" Don't let imaginary failures stop real opportunities. Growth begins where comfort ends. Walk into the room that intimidates you. Apply for the opportunity you think you're not ready for. Start the project you've been postponing. Speak even when your voice shakes. Every time you face fear, you become someone stronger than yesterday. Fear is only temporary. Regret can last a lifetime. Choose courage. Your future self is waiting on the other side of fear. Everyone has reasons, but not everyone has results. Excuses sound convincing because they're comfortable. I'm too busy. I'm too tired. I'll start next week. I don't have enough experience. The problem isn't that these excuses sound believable. The problem is that they keep your life exactly where it is. Your dream doesn't grow while you wait. It grows while you work. The most successful people also get tired. They also face rejection. They also have difficult days. The difference is simple. They don't allow temporary problems to become permanent excuses. Every excuse delays your future. Every action moves it closer. You don't need perfect conditions. You need commitment. The perfect moment rarely arrives. The best time to begin is always now. One action today is more valuable than 1,000 perfect plans tomorrow. Stop asking why your life hasn't changed. Ask yourself what you've done to change it. Your future isn't waiting for your excuses. It's waiting for your effort. Take responsibility, take action, and watch your life transform. Everything begins in the mind. Before success becomes reality, It first becomes a belief. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, your actions will follow that belief. If you believe failure defines you, you'll stop trying before you've truly begun. But when you train your mind to believe that every setback is a lesson, everything changes. Your mindset determines your direction. Feed your mind with knowledge. Protect it from negativity. Choose conversations that inspire growth. Read books that challenge your thinking. Spend time with people who make you better.
Remember, your mind is like a garden. Whatever you water will grow. Water fear. Fear grows. Water confidence. Confidence grows. Water discipline. Discipline grows. Guard your thoughts carefully, because your life will eventually reflect them. The strongest person isn't always the one with the biggest muscles. It's the one with the strongest mindset. Master your mind, and you'll begin to master your life.
Imagine meeting yourself 10 years from now. What would that person say? Would they thank you? Or would they ask why you waited so long? Every decision you make today is writing that future conversation. The workout you almost skipped, the book you almost didn't read, the opportunity you almost ignored, the dream you almost abandoned. These small moments decide who you become. Life isn't changed by one extraordinary day. It's changed by ordinary days, filled with extraordinary commitment. Your future self doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be consistent, to keep learning, to keep improving, to keep believing. There will be days when progress feels invisible. Keep going. There will be days when nobody supports your vision. Keep going. There will be days when failure makes you question everything. Keep going. Because every step forward, no matter how small, is still progress. One day you'll wake up living the life you once prayed for. Not because it happened overnight, but because you never stopped becoming. So start today. Work hard. Stay humble. Remain disciplined. And become the person your future self will proudly thank for never giving up.